Hello again, everyone. Edwin Murray back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the June 25th, 2025 new moon in Cancer. Now, there's going to be a new moon in Cancer on June 25th, 2025. Now, new moons in astrology can be introspective. Excuse me. They can often give a surfeit in abundance of energy. Many people will feel rejuvenated and revitalized. Whatever may have prohibited you previously may now be discarded. It is a time for new beginnings. Now, what may begin with the new moon in Cancer may end and culminate with the full moon in Capricorn. Now, this could be an understanding of one's past, may reveal, a career opportunity for someone when the time of the full moon in Capricorn comes. So at first, when we have the new moon in Cancer, it could be, an understanding of one's past, but it may be tied in with a new career possibility for a person. Also, too, I would say what starts off, the new moon in Cancer can be just simply, beginning, like of having a foundation, because zodiac sign Cancer is connected with foundations, and it could end, when you have the full moon in Capricorn later on in some kind of structure in some way, shape, or form. It could be, the result of literally building something. It could be a small structure like a cabin, having the foundation, and then, completing, the structure, which is Capricorn, or it could be in a more, figurative sense in terms of, foundation being started in somebody's life and ending, having, coming to a realization of having more structure in that person's existence. And that means some astrology can impact all collectively, but in this case, since the moon rules Cancer, and it's going to be the zodiac sign Cancer, I would say, especially those born with a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant, and especially if it makes a conjunction to one's Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant. Now, the new moon in Cancer can reveal a new home for some people. It may be a rekindling of a family relationship. Some may begin to plan, for that latter part of life, because that's what the zodiac sign Cancer corresponds with. There may be a beginning of expressing more sympathy and care towards someone or something. It can be the start of protection, towards someone. It may be the beginning of greater security and safety for some. Now, it could just simply be the beginning of more introverted time for some people. Let's say if this falls in the 5th house as an example, it may be about the start of playing some family game, such as Family Feud or Twister as some examples. Or it could even be a Cancerian-related sport, like canoeing or rafting, swimming as some examples. Now, also, too, in some cases, this could be the start of some Cancerian-related job, especially if it falls in what is considered one of the money houses in astrology, the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house. It could be the beginning of working in a field associated with real estate, home renovation, remodeling, history, nostalgia, cooking, culinary work, interior decoration, doing something in a laundry or plumbing business as some examples. Now, others may begin, it could be about beginning a new field or profession with a lot of that Cancerian tenacity, devotion, and dedication. It could be the start of a home-related business for some. Now, though the new moon is generally auspicious, in some instances, I believe it could signify the start, of a health-related issue. Now, being in the zodiac sign Cancer, it may be something connected with the chest, the breast, the stomach, or ribs. Now, I would say this could be especially true if it falls in the 1st or 6th house in one's natal chart, because because the first house corresponds with the physical body, and the sixth house governs physical health related issues. Now, given that you're just talking about a regular, new moon as opposed to, an eclipse or a supermoon, it could be something minor such as minor stomach pain, cramps, or just bruised ribs as some examples. Now, another thing I want to get at as far as this new moon goes. Now, it's also important, I would say, to look at the house this falls in, because this is how it could impact, or affect you. Now, this is going to fall in my chart, my natal second house. Now, one way this may manifest could be the start of expressing more care and sensitivity toward my monetary situation. Could be about nurturing finances. It could be a new home-related purchase or possession. And it could be, the rekindling with someone, from the past, associated with talents and abilities, because that is the talents and abilities is connected with the second house. It could also be about, second house is associated with values, so it could be about, valuing nostalgia and history more, and really valuing maybe just caring and showing some kind of care and sympathy in general. So also too, it's important to look at the aspects this new moon makes to points in your chart, as this could impact how it affects you. Now, in my case, it's going to be making a tight square to my natal Uranus and Libra. Now, one way this may be expressed is that the social media relationships, which is Uranus and Libra, could clash with what is connected with the new moon in Cancer, such as embarking on a new introverted activity. So you have this conflict that could be going on with with introversion, home-related matters, and just general sociability. So also too, the new moon is going to fall at 4 degrees Cancer. So as far as Sabian symbols go, this could be auspicious for, affluence connected with traveling. It may reaffirm or reinforce, starting something that involves much care and sympathy. But on the negative side, it could indicate being oblivious to the defaults of others, which may include their character flaws. So one should proceed with prudence regarding making arrangements or deals with another person. Now, it's also imperative that one takes the necessary precautions, such as analyzing the pros and cons of something thoroughly before embarking on something new. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.